The Haunted Airbnb, a true horror story that will keep you up all night. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm sharing a terrifying experience that still gives me chills whenever I think about it. What was supposed to be a fun weekend getaway turned into the scariest night of my life. All because of one simple decision. I booked the wrong Airbnb. So turn off the lights, grab your headphones, because this is the story of the Haunted Airbnb. This happened last fall. I wanted a quiet weekend away from the city. No emails, no calls, just peace. So I found this cute little Airbnb cabin in the middle of nowhere. The pictures looked perfect. Cozy little fireplace, big windows with forest views, and most importantly, no neighbors for miles. It was cheap, almost too cheap, but I figured, hey, lucky me, right? Spoiler alert, I wasn't lucky. I arrived just before sunset. The place looked exactly like the photos, but there was something about it that felt off. It wasn't the look, it was the silence. The kind of silence that makes your ears ring because it's so complete. I brushed it off, got inside. The cabin was clean but cold, like unnaturally cold, but as if the walls were made of ice. I lit a fire, made some tea, sat down to read. That's when it started. At first I heard soft knocking, like faint tapping on the windows. I thought maybe it was the wind or branches, but the cabin was surrounded by empty space. No trees close enough to tap the glass. Then came the footsteps, on the porch, slow, deliberate, thump, thump. I froze. Someone was outside. I turned off the lights, heart pounding. I peeked through the window, nothing, just the empty porch, and beyond that, darkness. I told myself it was my imagination, maybe the house settling, but I tried to sleep. Around 2 a.m., I woke up freezing. The fire had gone out. The cabin felt like a refrigerator. And then I heard it, a whisper, inside the room. At first, I thought it was the wind sneaking through cracks, but no. I could hear the words, a woman's voice, low, hissing, saying the same thing over and over. Get out! Get out! Get out! I bolted upright, grabbed my flashlight, and scanned the room. Empty. But the whispering didn't stop. It felt like it was inside my head. I decided I couldn't stay in that bed. I grabbed my jacket and opened the door to the main room. And that's when I saw it. A tall, dark figure standing at the far end of the cabin. Perfectly still. I couldn't see its face, couldn't see any features. Just darkness shaped like a person. My flashlight flickered, my heart raced, I couldn't move. And then, it stepped forward. I don't remember thinking, I just ran, out the door, into the freezing night, no shoes, no phone, I didn't care. I ran down the dirt road until I saw headlights, a truck passing by at just the right time. I waved like a maniac and the driver, an old guy with kind eyes, let me in. He didn't ask questions, just said, "You stayed at that cabin, didn't you? You're not the first to come running out of there." He drove me to the nearest motel. I stayed awake all night, too scared to close my eyes. The next morning, I went back with the Airbnb owner, and the cabin was empty, no sign of anyone, or anything, but the owner. He looked pale when I told him what I saw. "I've been meaning to sell that place," he said quietly. "My grandmother always said it was cursed." Needless to say, I left a 1-star review. So what's the lesson here? If an Airbnb is too cheap to be true, it probably is. Always read the reviews, all the reviews, and if you hear a whisper telling you to get out, listen. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like, hit subscribe, and tell me in the comments, what's the scariest place you've ever stayed in? Until next time, sleep tight.